Hello everyone, heartily welcoming you to my channel. Today's session about thyroid diseases, how it leads to infertility and what is in Ayurveda. Let's begin today's session. Like respiratory system, circulatory system, reproductive system, digestive system, the endocrine system can say main and controlling system in the body. This endocrine system makes hormone through hypothalamus, pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, penile body, pancreas, adrenal gland. These glands overall works on endocrine system in the body. These glands can say the family members of the family tree. For example, in family, any member of the family get disturbed or sick, the whole people in the family feels bad or get hurt in the family. Like that, in the any gland in the body gets disabled or dysfunctional, the whole body will suffer with any diseases. Let's know about thyroid gland, its function, its diseases and treatment. Thyroid gland is an endocrine gland situated in front of the neck just below the larynx, that is voice box. This gland secretes hormones into the blood called T3 triiodothyronine, T4 thyroxine and calcitonin. These hormones produced under the regulation of pituitary in the brain. The main function of these hormones are first metabolism, body's metabolism. Whatever we eat and drink, it's digest and converts into energy into our body, maintaining body temperature and regulates the production of protein in the body. The function of calcitonin is regulating the level of calcium in the body. Among all hormonal diseases, thyroid hormone is the most common ones. These are grouped into three. There is an excessive production of thyroid hormone called hyperthyroidism. There is a decreased production of thyroid hormone called hypothyroidism. When there is a generalized swelling or nodule called the goiter. Let's know about hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroidism means that the thyroid gland produces or increases the thyroid hormone, which makes increased metabolism, which consumes the lot of energy in our body. In Ayurveda, hyperthyroidism can be correlated with atikarshata. The main causes of the hyperthyroidism or atikarshata is ruksha annapana, means which consumes the food or drinks which makes the dryness in the body. Insufficient sleep or the main reason of thyroid disorders are vega dharaniya. The person who controls the natural urges like yawning, sneezing, coughing and other natural urges should not be controlled. The vega dharaniya called avega dharanyas. Then less intake of food than the requirement, extensive fasting, depression, anger and repeatedly taking bathing or showering, it makes the increase in vata dosha. Then old age and long-term illness are all the causes of the hyperthyroidism. How hyperthyroidism worsens? The main dysfunctional digestive dysfunction makes the or blocks the main channels in the body, which in turn exacerbates the thyroid dysfunction. The mainly pitta and vata are the primary reasons of these diseases. When the increases higher level of these doshas, which makes the increased metabolism rate, then which results in, then the causes and the symptoms of hyperthyroidism are changes in the appetite or increased appetite, frequent bowel movement or diarrhea, heart rate, rapid heart rate, trembling, excessive sweating, loss of concentration, heat sensitivity or heat intolerance. And in males, erectile dysfunction; in females, scanty or irregular menstrual cycle, loss of libido. These are the symptoms of hyperthyroidism. Let's have a look on this image. Symptoms of hyperthyroidism: mainly weight loss, it leads to goiter, muscle pain, and finally it leads to infertility. Let's know about hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism is the underactivity of thyroid gland, which leads to less reduction of the thyroid hormones, which makes the slowing of vitals of the body functions or decreased metabolism. Here the thyroxine is the main cause of combating the problem in the hypothyroid patients. Here the external thyroxine can be given, but it remains the actual. It leaves the patient without treating the underlying the causes. Here there are three types of the hypothyroidism: primary, secondary and tertiary. Primary is the thyroid gland failure, secondary is pituitary due to the thyroid stimulating hormones deficit, tertiary is the due to hypothalamus TRH deficiency. The signs and symptoms. Before signs and symptoms, it can in Ayurveda it can say due to kapha dosha dushti, rasavaha srotas dushti, meda dhatu dushti and manavaha srotas dushti. The signs and symptoms are weight gain, hair loss, lethargy, puffy face, dry skin, dry hair, hoarse voice, puffy face and body ache, cold intolerance, and in females it is a frequent and heavy menstrual cycle, sometimes bowel problems. We can say that all the symptoms are not be in a single patient. Causes are mainly iodine deficiency, any inflammatory, removal of the thyroid gland, unfavorable environment, any anomalies, drug therapy or inflammation in the hypothalamus. Let's know about how thyroid can affect the infertility. Infertility is not only concern about female. Thyroid disorder in men can also affect the couple's fertility. Dysregulated thyroid hormone can cause decreased quality and motility of the sperm. It makes difficult to enter into the egg and implantation. I already told initially in endocrine system all the glands are like family members. If one gland becomes disabled or dysfunction, directly the other gland also become a disabled or dysfunction. Here I will briefly explain about menstrual cycle and endocrine system, that is called HPO axis, hypothalamus, pituitary and ovary. The relation between hypothalamus, pituitary and ovary. Hypothalamus stimulates the anterior pituitary gland, which secretes follicle stimulating hormone called FSH that acts on ovary, releases the follicle. That follicle secretes estrogen hormone. When enough quantity of estrogen hormone or increases high level of estrogen, suppresses the GnRH hormone or sends the negative feedback to hypothalamus. Then hypothalamus stimulates the pituitary gland that releases the LH hormone. This FSH and LH are the gonadotropic releasing hormone. That LH acts on corpus luteum. Corpus luteum means once the egg released after releasing the follicle called corpus luteum. This corpus luteum secretes progesterone hormone. Then the sufficient level of progesterone sends the negative feedback to the hypothalamus. Thus, the shedding of endometrium occurs called menstrual bleeding or menstrual cycle will start. How the thyroid gland affects this HPO? In case of primary hypothyroidism, it increases the thyrotropin hormone TRH. Normally TRH secretes prolactin and TSH hormone. These are also necessary to the body. In case of high TRH secretes the high prolactin and high TSH. Then the high TSH and prolactin disturbs the anterior pituitary gland. Because TSH and prolactin also secretes from the anterior pituitary gland. When these get disturbed, automatically the FSH and LH are also get disturbed. Thus, the ovulation will not occur, called anovulation, leads to infertility. In hyperthyroidism also disturbs the FSH and LH. It may cause less bleeding or delayed menstrual, causes infertility. So, the thyroid disorder affects the fertility chances. So, one should monitor your thyroid function or thyroid hormones regularly. Have a look and get a difference between hypo and hyperthyroidism. We will come to know about metabolism is very important, that is functioning by thyroid glands. According to Ayurveda, the main causes for diseases are imbalance or vitiation of three bodily humors called Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Along with Ayurvedic medication, recommended Panchakarma treatment, yoga, meditation, lifestyle modification, diet can restore the three doshas and eliminates the diseases. Some effective drugs for hyperthyroidism: lemon balm, stone apple, motherwort, fenugreek, tulasi, amla, shankapushpi and shirisha. In hypothyroidism, the effective drugs are kanchanara, shigrupatra and punarnava are the effective medications in the thyroid problems. Panchakarma which are beneficial in the thyroid problem are Vamana, Virechana, Nasyakarma, Bastikarma and Takradhara. Panchakarma Chikitsa acts at the level of dhatu, metabolism, and clears the blocked channels, means Shroto, Shodhana. Nasyakarma acts on higher center at the level of hypothalamus, corrects the hormonal imbalance. And Lekana Basti does Kapha Chedana and Vatanulomana. So, Panchakarma is the best treatment for hypothyroidism.